Hey guys, my name is Timely and I'm super excited to be taking you guys through a 20-minute beginner level flow. This is Yoga with Tat with Breathing for Balance. I've been doing yoga now for about 4 years. This is my first year teaching and I'm super excited. So this flow is aimed for a beginner level yogi. This is going to be a super slow pace breakdown of just a more simple flow. But the great thing about this flow is that you're going to be able to grow with it. So for the next 5 weeks, I'll also be submitting every Wednesday a 30-minute, 40-minute, 50-minute, 60-minute flow. We'll work all the way up to 60 minutes. So that way you guys get an idea of what we're going to be doing. So we're going to just add to the flow we're doing today and just continue to add to it for the next 5 weeks. So I am super excited. I do start every flow off with an affirmation. Today's affirmation is going to be, today is a gift and I am blessed by it. Today is a gift and I'm blessed by it. And I think it's so important to remember that we are a gift. Like we weren't planned. We weren't, or maybe some of us was. I definitely was not planned. But we're very lucky to be part of the 3.5 billion, however many humans are on the planet, and we're just super excited. We're super grateful and super blessed to be a part of that. So we're very lucky, I feel like, to be able to experience the world that we do today, even if it's not ideally perfect. And on top of working our way, or on top of our affirmation, I also do every flow with a child's pose. I start every flow off in child's pose. So we're going to go ahead and work our way there. So child's pose, we're going to bring the knees as far apart as the mat, or you can bring them in nice and close, whatever is more comfortable. So if you bring your knees out as far apart as your mat, and then you can walk your hands all the way down. If you cannot sit on your feet, that is okay. What you can do is take a block or stack of books, a pillow, whatever you have, and you can put that under your butt. So the reason for blocks is that it brings the ground closer to you. So like I said, we're going to go ahead into child's pose. You're going to walk your hands all the way out in front of you. Your forehead is going to rest on the ground. And while you're here, you're going to find your Ujjayi breath, which is just breathing in and out through the nose, but with a purpose. So we breathe all the time unconsciously. So in your practice, you want to have conscious breathing. So being aware of how fast your breath is, how fast you're moving it. So go ahead, and if you're already in child's pose, close your eyes and take a moment here to center yourself. I love child's pose because I think it really helps me get prepared to be on my mat, get prepared to move my body in a different way that I normally wouldn't do, let's say, at the gym. So it really just helps prepare myself for the flow. Beautiful. We want to push the body all the way up to all fours here. Your wrists are going to go underneath your shoulders, your hips underneath your knees underneath your hips. We're going to do a couple round of cat-cows. So for cat, you're going to round the spine. You're going to inhale. And then for cow, you're going to arch the back. And you're going to look up and exhale. So inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. And do about 2 more at your own pace. Perfect. You can go ahead and find a neutralized spine. We're going to curl the toes and we're going to push back for our first down dog. So the goal for down dog is to have a straight line with the neck and the back. Your shoulders are going to be away from the ears. And the goal is to have your feet on the ground, but if you're not there, or for your first down dog, you can have your knees bent, or you can pedal the dog out. You can come on your tippy toes. You can really take whatever you need here. Yoga is your practice, whatever the body needs, whatever you feel like the body is needing. You can go ahead and take that now. Again, if you can't have your feet to the ground, you can bend the knees as long as the back stays in the neck stays in a straight line. Perfect. We're going to, if your legs are straight, you can bend the knees. You're going to look forward in between the hands, and you're going to step the feet together towards the front of the mat. You're going to forward fold, straighten the legs or keep a bend, whatever you need, and let the body hang heavy. So that means you want the like if you're like almost like a rag dog. So you want the body to hang very heavy. With every exhale, you want to deepen the stretch. If you want to sway side to side, you can. Again, taking whatever you need here in this pose. And we're going to slowly roll the body all the way up. The head is going to become the very last thing. Shoulders are going to roll, head comes up last. Perfect. We're going to go and find a mountain pose. So your feet can come together or a little bit far apart, whatever is more comfortable. Your palms are going to face forward. Your eyes are going to close. Coming back to the affirmation, today is a gift and I'm blessed by it. Just keeping that in mind, how can you be blessed by today? How has today been a gift for you? Just really reflecting on the positives for the next 15 minutes here on the mat. Perfect. Your hands are going to come up overhead. All your fingers are going to interlock except the index. And we're just going to take a slight bend over to the right. And we're going to come back to center. And when you're ready, over to the left. And back up to center. Perfect. Hands come back down, finding that mountain pose. Go ahead, close the eyes. That was a tongue twister. And you're gonna bring the neck, your right ear over to your right shoulder, and slowly rotate the neck, and then just bring ear to shoulder on both sides. So just rolling the neck back and forth, nice and slow. And just do a couple more. Perfect. Go ahead and find a neutral spot here, bringing your neck back upright, your head facing forward, bringing the hands back up overhead. We're going to forward fold down. Palms are going to touch the ground. If you need to bend the knees, you can. If not, we're going to have your palms on the ground, on your shins or on your thighs for halfway lift. You're going to bend the knees, plant the hands, and then we're going to step back behind us, coming into a plank position. When you're ready, drop the knees to the ground. You can cross the ankles, you can leave them flat or side by side. And we're going to lower the body all the way down to the mat. So chest, everything lowers to the ground. All right, with your hands still by your chest, like if you were going to do a push-up, we're going to slowly lift up the chest for baby cobra, just a little bit, and release back down. Inhale and lift the chest. Exhale and drop the chest back down. One more time, inhale here. And exhale. Perfect. So we're going to come all the way up for Cobra if it's in your practice. So you're going to lift the whole half of the body, top half of the body off the mat. And then we're going to curl our toes underneath us. And we're going to push back for down dog. Perfect. Now, if it's in your practice or if it's in your ability, you're going to take that right foot up to the sky. And we're going to feed it through for high lunge. Okay? And if that's not in your practice, in your down dog, you can come back down to your knees. And you can bring that right foot in front of us, and then when you're ready, come up for high lunge. Whatever is easiest for you. For all of us that are in high lunge here, once you're nice and steady, you can come up warrior one. Perfect. Go ahead and drop the hands back down to the ground, release the knee. If you weren't able to take that foot back to the sky, that's fine. Just go ahead and bring it back to meet the right knee. If you had it in your ability to do the three-legged dog, you're going to come from here, come back off that knee, push forward, kicking that right foot back up to the sky, meeting the left foot back down. Wherever you're at, appreciate it. All right. For those of us on our knees, just go ahead and bring that left foot back into the middle. Once you're ready and steady, you can take that left foot off the ground and come into your high lunge. Those of us that are in down dog, left leg goes up to the sky and all the way through to high lunge. When you're ready, warrior one. The goal for warrior is to have your hips squared, your feet in front of you. If you need a bend in the back, you can. Go ahead and take the hands back down to the ground. Release the knee. Again, those for us that are on our knees, you can just bring that right foot back or that left foot back to meet the right. Those are us that are in on our knee but going into downward facing dog. You can come off that back knee, push the body forward, kicking that left foot back to the sky. Back down to meet the right. All right, all of us, let's work our way into downward dog. So if you're on your knees, go into downward dog. Perfect. Let's go ahead and bend the knees, look forward, step or jump to the front of the mat. Great. So we're going to halfway lift. We've been here before. So shins or thighs. And then we're going to forward fold, let the body hang heavy. Perfect. Slowly roll the body all the way back up. Okay, it's the last thing. Great. So we should all be in mountain pose now. What we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and step this left foot back about, 2 feet, wherever is comfortable, I guess. All right. And if you have blocks and you need them, go ahead and grab them really quick before we move into a forward fold here. Perfect. So we're all now should be in this triangle pose. Our hips should be facing forward. We're going to go ahead and forward fold down, finding the mat or a block. You should feel a nice stretch in the back of that front leg. Perfect. And if you need more, you can go ahead and take a twist here, only if you need more. If not, stay where you are. And then bring the hands back down to the ground. Slowly roll the body all the way back up. And then bring that left foot back to meet the right. Perfect. And on the other side, right foot goes back about 2 or 3 feet, wherever you're at. Again, hips are going to be squared forward. You want that back foot to be planted if you can. And we're going to go ahead and forward fold down, finding again a block and or the mat. And don't forget your blocks have 3 heights. So if you're not at the lowest height here, but you're at the highest height, that's fine. And if you want more information about blocks, you can see another video of mine. All right, if you need some more, you can go ahead, plant that hand down and take a nice twist. And go ahead and replace the hand back down to the ground, coming back up nice and slow. Right foot comes back to meet the left. Hands come up overhead. Let's go ahead and open wide to a T to the right. And back up and over. Open wide to the T to the left. Perfect. Hands come back up, straight through center. If it's in your practice, you're going to take a little back bend. If it's not, that's all right. Hands come back down to the side. Go ahead, bring hands up overhead, forward fold down. We're going to halfway lift. Bend the knees, plant the hands, step or jump back. Again, finding plank here, dropping the knees when you're ready. We're going to come all the way down to the mat. When you're ready, you're going to push the body up for up dog or baby cobra, whichever one you prefer. You're going to curl the toes under the feet, push back for down dog. All right, we're going to do it one more time, and then we're going to cool down. All right, so right foot goes up to the sky, all the way through for your warrior. Again, if you're on your knees, you can go ahead and plant your knees down, bring that right foot in front of us. When you're ready, find warrior one. Just 3 breaths here. Perfect. Go ahead, plant those hands back down. Push the body forward, kick that back leg up to the sky, back down and meet the left. If you are on your knees, go back to your knees. Bring that right knee back to meet the left knee. And when you're ready, go ahead and switch. So you're going to take that left knee up, or the left foot up in front of you. If you're on your knees, if you're in down dog, go ahead and put that left foot up to the sky, all the way through to the front of you here. When everyone is ready, you can come up for your warrior one. Perfect. One more breath. Go ahead and plant the hands back down to the ground. Push the body forward. That left leg comes back up to the sky, back down, meet the right. If you're on the knees, just bend those knees back down. Bring that left knee back to meet the right knee. Wherever you are, meet us back in downward dog. In down dog here, we're going to bend the knees, look forward, step or jump to the front of the mat. We're going to come all the way up, head to the last thing. Perfect. Go ahead and step that left foot back. You're going to forward fold the body all the way down, finding the mat and or block. If you need a little bit more, you can go ahead and take that twist. Both hands come back down to the mat. Body comes all the way back up. Left foot comes back to meet the right. Right foot goes back. Finding a nice triangle. Hips are square. We're going to forward fold all the way down. Head is the last thing. If you need some more, go ahead and take that nice twist. And the hand comes back down. You can go ahead and remove that block. We won't need it anymore today. Come all the way back up. Bring the right foot back in to meet the left. Perfect. Hands come up overhead. Forward fold down. And right here, you're just going to bend the knees and have a seat. Kind of trying to sit in the middle of the mat so we can straighten our legs and come into a bound pose in just a second. So we're going to go ahead and come into that bound first. So you're going to bring, or butterfly pose. You're going to bring your feet to touch. Back's going to straighten. Hands are going to come up and we're going to forward fold down. This is it, guys. We're in their cool down phase here. Bring the body all the way back up to seating position. Go ahead and help the knees close. So bring your palms to the outside of your knees. Help them close. We're going to straighten the legs out in front of us. Hands are going to come straight up to the air. And we're going to forward fold down once more. Perfect. Go ahead and sit up again. And then we're going to put our hands, scoot the body a little bit down so we can plant the feet down on the ground and lay the body all the way back. Awesome. We did a lot of forward folding. So before we bring the legs into the chest or do anything, let's go ahead and neutralize that spine. So just drop the knees over to the right and then back to center nice and slow and then over to the left. And then we're going to go back to the right and back and forth just for a couple rounds. And we're going to do it one more time and then back to center. Perfect. Go ahead and take that left foot over to the right knee and go ahead and lift the right foot off the ground. It's about 90 degrees. And take your hands and feed them through the little four you have here, grabbing the back of the thigh. Just taking a little stretch here. Perfect. You can go ahead and release the hands. Gently plant that foot back down. Go ahead and take the left foot off the right knee and then take that right foot onto the left knee. Left foot come off the ground. Hands feed through your little four. Perfect. You gotta release the hands, foot back to the ground, taking that right foot off the right knee. Go ahead and straighten the knees, the legs all the way down to the mat. We're gonna close our eyes and relax in Shavasana for just a couple of seconds. Kind of start to bring movement back into the body, wiggling the toes, touching the thumb to all the fingers, bringing energy back. Roll the ankles, shake the legs, rotate the wrist. Bring the hands up overhead. Picking your favorite side and turning to it. Laying the hand on top. Laying your head on top of the hand that you turn to. Taking the other hand and hugging the body. Being here for a second, coming back to your affirmation. How has today been a gift to you? Plant the hand down in front of the chest. Push the body up off the ground, finding an easy seat. Thank you so much for flowing with me, and may all the light inside of me honor all the light inside of you.